Test, test, test. Okay, Kirk Kerber here, also known as Sean. So, this is part two of an off grid, non spiritual video, and it's about the smoke shop guy. So, this is part two. So, today I go into the smoke shop. If you don't know, there's another video before this one called The Smoke Shop Guy, the vape shop guy in my neighborhood in Hell's Kitchen. So the basic idea is for like the last 6 months, I smoke cigarettes and I go in and I get a pack of cigarettes and they're cheaper at this place. And it's a brand new place, but it's been there for about 6 months. And so I'm thinking there's like the same guy 5 days a week. And then on the weekends, there's like another guy. And so this guy is he's probably late 30s, which I said in the other video. So that's the basic background. So I go in and I buy the smokes. And just to reiterate, I buy the smokes and I kind of have a little man crush on this guy. Now I'm 60 years old and I'm a gay guy. And I had to kind of be in the closet, and maybe I was bisexual, and I wasn't sure. I had gender confusion, and I had sexual confusion. But at this point, somebody asked me at a certain point, I had great sex with women. I loved having sex with women. Unfortunately, with a couple exceptions, you know who you are. I was also bottoming out on my addiction and alcoholism, which I've been in recovery now 38 years. And I still can't, get the right hairdo to save my life. So, this was in 1984. There's no YouTube. There's no Google. How do you know your sexuality? I mean, I've been drunk for 10 years. I've been having sex. My answer to sex was yes. Teenage guy, I was in the closet. I wanted to have sex with guys. I always thought men and women were physically, actually both really beautiful in most cases. You know what I mean? A really attractive person is attractive. But then I got sober in 84 and I came out and I was like triple Gemini with a Pisces rising. I've also got a Scorpio in the 8th house. There's nobody to talk to, and I'm sitting in these recovery meetings, and I don't know if I'm gay, straight, or anything in between. I don't have a freaking clue, So this is 35 years before TikTok and the woke-verse, where you can go on and say anything and say, you believe you were born a dog. I watch TikTok and I'm just like, bring the flood. It's time. Dear God, please bring the flood and put us all out of our misery. So anyways, somebody finally says to me, this is on the heels of the far woke left, which I do not agree with. I don't agree with them because they keep adding letters to the LGBTQ whatever universe, and it really diminishes the pain that people before me went through to fight for just your basic right to be left alone. It wasn't special rights. It wasn't gay rights. It was I'm tired of being interrogated by the dominant culture about what I like to do in bed with another adult. So anyway, that's all so finally, I was talking with some people in recovery that I respected, and I'd been talking about it in meetings, and I finally said, how do you know, am I going to get married or... And everybody was like, you'll know. And I was like, I don't know. I was actually in sobriety having an affair with a lesbian. This is true. So I'm going to smoke now. So if YouTube or TikTok bans me for that. I've produced over 700, maybe even 800 videos and TV shows professional TV shows dedicated to psychic ability, spiritual mediumship, quantum metaphysics, and I need a little break. I just put 25 new hours of content online, all metaphysical, psychic, spiritual based, trying to bring accountability and normalcy to the gift of psychic mediumship and all spiritual gifts. So anyways, back to the vape guy. So I've been going and walking in there, during COVID, and the guy's there, and he's not wearing a mask, and he's attractive. I'm going to guess he's Middle Eastern, and, he's not like a Calvin Klein model muscle thing. That's not my thing. Anyways, back to the point. So I asked somebody, how do you know, who you can fall in love with? It wasn't about who you want to have sex with. Who do you want to fall in love with and partner? And so finally, a sane person said, who do you want to wake up next to? Like, who do you want to share your life with? And then it finally kind of like fell into place. And I said, they used to say your preferred orientation. I mean, if the scales need to be tipped, there's a continuum. I have been having romantic boyfriend partnerships, sex with guys. So it's going on like 30 years now. But somebody said to me, and a wise person, who do you want to wake up next to? Who do you want to partner with? Who do you, when you see like a beautiful sunset, who do you want to tell? Man or woman? And I was like, yeah, I want to wake up with a guy. I want to marry a guy. So I guess that makes me basically gay. Even though I think, straight, gay, homosexual, heterosexual, they're just these compartmentalized labels. And everybody wanted a label. And now the kids are like, I don't want any labels. I'm non-binary. I don't want a label at all. So now you're going to add another letter onto the alphabet. Asexual, super straight. I don't know. It's confusing. It's confusing and I'm exhausted. So I go in there and I'm like, is this guy coming on to me? And I'm, I kind of get a little like pep in my step when I go to the vape shop and I'm like, oh, somebody's like saying, how are you doing? And this guy is like genuinely really kind and he has like a nice aura and he's always really like, when I walk in, he's like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, it kind of is like starting to dawn on me. I'm like, so I made a video, the one before this, about the smoke shop guy. Is the smoke shop guy coming on to me? I can't tell. And so the last time I go to the smoke shop, he like perks up when I walk in. And he's like, oh, I got something for you. And I'm like, huh? This guy like sees people all day long in Midtown Manhattan, probably works a 12-hour shift. Why would he remember me? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like another stoner vape person to him looking for some kratom or some CBD or something. And I'm like, is he giving me energy? So I go in there and he goes, I have something for you. And I'm like, okay. And the guy, the register is like up by about 3 feet. So this guy, you're always looking at this guy kind of like, the Wizard of Oz type of like viewpoint, I am the great Oz. So he looks more powerful, I guess, but he's really just a sweetheart. So the guys over at 42nd Street Vape Shop, they don't do that. They're just, hey, what's going on? Yeah, American Spirit. Okay. So this guy, he says, my guy, he goes, I got something for you. And I'm like, what? I kind of look at him and he goes, see this? I got the rainbow. Like, this one's for you. It's got a rainbow on it. Do you like the rainbow? And I'm like, okay, so to back pedal a little bit. For those of you that don't know, you're about to get not a woke lecture, because I'm sick of having woke lectures shoved down my throat. Every time you go to a movie, it's like some woke catastrophe, and I'm just tired of it myself. And I don't know what these kids, they think they know everything, and you don't know nothing. So, to tell you a little bit of your gay history, in the 60s and 70s, everybody was in the closet, and everybody had your choice was either come out of the closet and live in a gay ghetto and be honest, or go in corporate America and tell everybody you're heterosexual and that you're straight, and get some chick to show up at corporate functions and be like, see, I'm straight, I'm hetero, see? You guys cannot, I'm going to guess 90% of you watching this cannot have any clue or idea what the universe was pre-TikTok, pre-internet, pre-cell phone. You're never going to be able to understand how attacking the dominant culture was to indoctrinate you into heterosexuality and make you swear up and down that you were hetero. This is true. So let's back it up. So you're in corporate America, you're in the closet, you're trying to pass, okay, which is a big word. You're trying to pass as hetero or straight. And if you saw a guy that you thought was attractive and you wanted a bromance or a romance, or you wanted to get just point blank get down, you would wear green socks on Tuesday. This is actually was a thing. And so if you were gay and you thought somebody else was gay, you'd wear green socks on Tuesday, and that was like the secret gay code. You could also, actually, I think I have one right in my back pocket as my face mask. You also had a bandana, and you could wear the bandana and walk down the street, and that would, like, other gay guys with bandanas know that you were gay, and also what your sexual preference was. So before pronouns and hashtags, you had a bandana, and there was like 35 different colors of bandanas. And if you put it on the right, it meant one thing, I will give. And if you put it on the left, I will receive. So I'll just leave it up to your imagination what giving and receiving could be. So you had to have all these secret subculture signals. So green socks on Tuesday. And then you would also say, you'd go over to the guy's desk and you'd be like, yo, hey, I got the reports. Do you like opera? You would say that. I learned this from the older gay guys when I got sober, because it was fascinating. And I learned some of it when I was drinking at the end, and I decided to go to gay bars and start having gay sex and see what it was all about. So, you would say, do you like opera? You like opera? So the other one was, are you a friend of Dorothy? So if you're in recovery, you could say, are you a friend of Bill? I'm not admitting that I'm in the program, any program. But, it's like a secret code. Are you a friend of Bill? That means that it's a reference to Bill Wilson, who started the 12 steps. Not that I'm admitting I'm in a 12-step. So, but I will say I'm in recovery almost 40 years. So, yeah. Do you like opera? Green socks on Tuesday and other signs. And then, you would wait to see if the guy, this is how fucked up this shit was. And it's also really fascinating. Nobody's ever really made, I want to see that Netflix series, So, so I blow in there, and I don't know why, but this guy's like, I got the rainbow. This is for you. You like the rainbow? And I'm like, I went deadpan. Oh, the rainbow. Do I like the rainbow? Taste the rainbow. Skittles commercial. So I was like, oh, and it totally caught me off guard. And so I made a video. Number one, please give me some advice. Is this like guy coming on to me? He's like, do you like the rainbow? So I'm like, that's probably like, that's probably like, do you like opera? Like, I don't know. People seem to tell me I don't read as gay. I don't know what that means. So he's like, do you like the rainbow? And I'm like, yeah, I love the rainbow. Yep, the rainbow's good. Can I go now? I got scared. I turned into like a shy, 16-year-old. Like I was like, oh, yeah, I like the rainbow. And I ran away. So I made the video. I put it on TikTok. They flagged it, the first video. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I mean, if I go on TikTok and, I'm in a dress and I say all these pronouns and I don't know, I act like an absolute... I can't even... When I watch some of these videos, I'm like... These teachers are like, oh, I told all of my preschool's kids that I'm bi. Wrong. Teachers should not be discussing their sexuality with kids. So why those videos aren't flagged, I don't understand. And I don't believe in making kids think about sexuality. I don't agree with showing preschoolers videos about the gay pride parade. I agree they have forced Florida to make a law that says you can't talk to kids about sex whatsoever. Now, I got to tell you, when I was in grade school and I was about 7 years old, we got ushered into the school cafeteria and they showed us a film on human sexuality. Yeah, so I was like 7. So, and it wasn't about homosexuality and it wasn't about bisexuality. It was about healthy heterosexuality. So, even today, there's still like homophobia. People are still being put to death for suspected gayness. So this guy, I'm going to guess he's Middle Eastern. He's probably late 30s, and he's just such a sweetheart, and he's so warm. And so he's like, I got you the rainbow. And I'm like, this guy's coming on to me. So now today I'm like, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to get another rainbow. So I thought about it all night, and I was like, what should I do? Give me advice. So it dawns on me. Go in there and get another rainbow. And when he says something like, oh, yeah, here's your cigs. How are you? The guy totally lights up when I walk in. And I'm like, okay. So I say, could I have a pack of American Spirits, light blue? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's like, how are you? How are you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. So it dawned on me last night, go in there and nonchalantly just introduce yourself and say, oh, by the way, my name is Sean. I live in the neighborhood, which is my street name. When I'm not working, I go by Sean. So today I go in there and I'm like, okay. Hey, by the way, my name's Sean. And he goes, oh, my name's Marat. And he goes, I had a hoodie thing on. And he goes, I really like your hoodie, man. You're really cool. I really like your shirt. I'm like, uh-oh. It's going to level 2. I really like your hoodie, man. Yeah, it's great. I'm like, okay, Marat, I'll see you next time. So I think it might be confirmed. So I looked up the ethnic origin of Marat because I wasn't sure, and it says is Hindu. It says it's Hindu. So okay, so more will be revealed on the smoke shop guy. Now, leave me a comment. Should I ask the guy out? How do I ask the guy out? We should go out sometime. I heard people just nonchalantly say, we should go out sometime, go get lunch. I mean, I could hand him my business card with my phone number on it. I do actually have actual paper business cards. So, okay, this is vid 2 of the Smoke Shop Guy. If you have any comments whatsoever, I don't know, haters are going to hate, lovers are going to love, send me the hater comment, send me the, compliment, send me the advice for dating tip for a retarded old gay guy. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I guess the new sign is the rainbow. Do you like the rainbow? Rainbows forever, bros. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Shakti. Namaste.